The Kansas City Chiefs are going to be very scary in 2025, and nobody's going to want to get in their way. The Kansas City Chiefs are coming off of a year where they failed themselves. They failed the fans and they failed themselves by not completing that three-peat. But one thing that we do know about the Kansas City Chiefs is that this team is deadly. And when this team is locked in, when they're motivated, when they're focused, it's not really much mistakes that they can make. So I predict that this Kansas City Chiefs team is going to be very, very focused in 2025. Now, we've made some all-right signings in free agency. Well, we got Christian Fulton. We got Jalen Moore. So we've been making some all-right signings. I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody, but I do know that the Chiefs had an amazing free agency. And then in the draft, we get a good draft as well. We get Josh Simmons, who could obviously be a very good player for us for the future. We get Noel Williams, we got Brashard Smith, we get Ashton Gillette. So we made a lot of good draft picks as well. Omar Norman Lott. So we did pretty good in the draft. We got Jaylen Royals, can't forget him. So it was a pretty good draft. Now, I know that the rest of the NFL and the rest of the AFC is getting stronger, but we're used to that. At the end of the day, we still have Patrick Mahomes. So it's going to be hard for anybody to take the throne up from us in the AFC, because even though we lost to the Eagles in the Super Bowl, we still own the AFC. And that's something that everyone knows. Now, I missed minicamp. I didn't even get to speak on rookie minicamp. I had a lot going on, but we're going to touch up on it in this video because that obviously has something to do with 2025 as well, seeing how our players play. So Jaylen Royals was one of the biggest stars in rookie minicamp, and he's quickly making himself a favorite. Now, obviously, there's a long way to go this summer, but it seems like it's going to be very hard to keep him off the field. So ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, he believes that Royals will have a big role in his excellent performance since being drafted, might shake up the entire depth chart, which is absolutely crazy. So Jaylen Royals could quickly shape up KC's depth chart. Now, it's obviously understood that Rice and Worthy, who broke out in 2024, they will have the two top spots on the depth chart, and Hollywood Brown should be the third. But Royals can make head coach Andy Reid and offensive coordinator Matt Nagy's decision pretty difficult, because Brown is only on a one-year deal, and if Royals outshines him, he may earn more snaps, and that's just the honest truth. Now, Brown did miss most of the 2024 campaign with an injury, and we know that he has a history of being a productive player, so he's earned the benefit of the doubt over a rookie in Jaylen Royals. But we did see Rice and Worthy shine early, and Royals could provide that same exact thing. So out of 432 draft-eligible D1 prospects, Jaylen Royals was plus second in receiving yards per game, plus fifth in yards after contact per catch, and plus 10 in yards, and plus top 10 in yards per route run. So the fact that he made it out of day two was absolutely insane. And the fact that he made it to the Chiefs is absolutely even more insane. And that's something that the NFL should honestly hate. That's something that the NFL should hate with a passion, that they even let that happen. In 2023, Royals caught 71 passes for 1,080 yards and 15 TDs. He was limited to just 7 games last season due to injury, but he still got 55 receptions for 834 yards and 5 scores. So this is a second-round talent, and he fell. Who knows why? I guess because of health. I guess that's why he fell. And we know that the Chiefs, we capitalize on those opportunities. When good players fall because of quote-unquote health, we always get them and we make them do what they got to do for this team. So Royals, he could be around for several years. Hollywood Brown might not be. So that's definitely something to consider. And we should elevate Royals sooner than expected. I think that's what's going to happen. Because you could build a future superstar wideout trio of Rice, Worthy, and Royals. And now you got a Cincinnati Bengals type of trio. So we'll definitely see what happens. But this is a storyline that I want everybody to look at. And then people keep bringing up Gabe Davis as well, that we might get Gabe Davis, but I don't really think, I don't know how I feel about that. Nobody really want no Gabe Davis, honestly. F Gabe Davis. Y'all should know why we hate Gabe Davis. They said the Chiefs should also pick on the Bills. They should pick on the Bills because Amari Cooper has not been signed to a team yet, and they think that the Chiefs should try to pick up Amari Cooper. But the wide receiver room looks so full. I don't know, bro, but Rashee Rice will be healthy to start the 2025 season. But there is still an ongoing case involving him, which could lead to a suspension in the future, I guess. And the team does have guys like other guys like Hollywood, Worthy, and Royals on the outside. But I guess having someone like Cooper could be interesting for the team to try to investigate. But I don't know, man. Cooper didn't really do much on the Bills. I don't know if it's because they didn't use him right. I don't know what it was about, but Cooper did not do much on the Bills. So I don't really like what I see out of him on the Bills. But I'll still make a video on him because there's still some free agents left that we should try to make a video on. Now, a lot of people has a prediction that the Chiefs are going to go 12-5. Now, I don't like that prediction. I think we're going to definitely go more than 12-5. I understand Patrick Mahomes has been playing pretty bad, I guess, these past 2 seasons. Well, not bad, but he has been playing like himself. But to say that we're going to go 12-5 is kind of disrespectful. So our home games, we're going to be playing the Ravens, Broncos, Lions, Texans, Colts, Vegas, Chargers, Eagles, Commanders. Now, we could beat all those teams, but the question is, will we beat all those teams? Obviously, the Broncos, Raiders, and Chargers is loading up to beat us, so that's going to be tough. Texans, we're definitely going to handle them. But then you got the Lions, you got the Eagles, I don't know, Ravens. But if we're really looking like that full-strength Chiefs team that's looking dominant and that's ready for revenge, we would take care of them teams, but who knows? Then on the road, you got the Bills, Cowboys, Broncos, Jags, Raiders, Chargers, Giants, Titans. So our schedule is not the easiest. So I can see why they would think we'll lose 5 games. But at the end of the day, it's still the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think the NFL should not be counting out the Chiefs in 2025. And I feel like they're going to literally show a lot of people why they're the Chiefs. Don't count us out. And Mahomes, he's turning 30 years old. But he is now just entering his prime years. So we're going to see how all this goes, man. I believe we could go back-to-back again. And then have a chance to three-peat again. I believe that could happen. But we just got to watch and see, man. A lot of people probably not going to believe that. But I can see us definitely going back-to-back again. But we'll see.
Like I said, man, I'm going to stand on it. I said this last year. If Rice stayed healthy, everybody healthy, we winning the Super Bowl. I said if Worthy stayed healthy and everybody healthy, we win in the Super Bowl. And everybody didn't stay healthy. And honestly, this year I see Royals, Worthy, and Rice all staying out there. Hollywood, everybody stay out there. Kelsey, everybody's going to be healthy. They can stay healthy for the whole season. We don't get hit with the injury bug. How you going to tell me we not winning the Super Bowl, man? Can't tell me we not winning the Super Bowl, man. Tell you, man, Patrick Mahomes is coming back. He's gonna come back. He's gonna take what's his. He's gonna go crazy. The offense and the defense are gonna return to form. They're gonna look like a team with something to prove, and they're gonna stay healthy, and they're gonna show everybody what they do. Man. It's going to be very, very scary for the rest of the league. And honestly, I just can't wait to see it.
But if you enjoyed this video, man, like and subscribe. It's me, your boy Chiefs Priority, and I'm out, man. Peace.